Good morning. Welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is Saturday morning. I definitely slept in a little bit today, so I am still gonna go to Costco. But my plan originally was to go to Costco like first thing in the morning and get there right when it opens and beat all of the crowds. But we stayed out later than I thought we would last night, and so I did not get up and get to Costco right when it opened. So now I'm doing the opposite, and I'm gonna go at the very end of the day right when it closes, because for some reason, like, I don't know, nobody in New York goes right when it closes. So it's also pretty empty then too. So I'm kind of just switching around my day a little bit, which is fine because there is something that I wanted to do this morning that I'm so excited to do. Instead of just telling the whole story again on the weekly vlog, I'm gonna pop up the Instagram story that I posted about it. If you saw this, you can skip ahead, or if you wanna hear the story again, but I'm gonna pop up the Instagram story that was actually from yesterday. So by the time you're seeing this video, it was like over a week ago, Friday, but I need to share the story here too. Okay, I have a story for you, and I had to push through filming 2 videos before I was gonna let myself share the story with you, because I know it's probably gonna make me cry again. So anyways, today at work, I got a package delivered, and I wasn't expecting anything, and it was in an Amazon box. And that's one thing I rarely have shipped to the office. I normally always have those shipped to home. And then I noticed that the label was not an Amazon label, and that it was from a friend. So I saw my friend Jen's name on the return address label, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. What did she send? So I open it up, and I find this beautifully wrapped package. So I didn't want to open it, but I finally did. And the card, I opened the card first, obviously. That's what you do when you're an adult. And turns out it was from a group of friends. And the card said, congrats on 1 year on YouTube. Here's a little something from us. So at this point, I'm like already on the verge of tears. I was like, they did not need to do anything for me. This is so sweet. And like, it was a Friday afternoon. I was in a good mood, and I was just so happy. It was like giving us happy tears. So I open one side of the package, and this is what I see. Like, what? So at this point, like, tears are filling up. I'm losing it. And I texted Jen. I was like, this is so sweet. Like, I cannot believe. And on the original card, she had just put initials, like from a bunch of initials. And I was pretty sure I figured out who each of the initials was, but I texted her and I was like, hey, I just want to make sure that like these are the right people, like these initials. And she was like, well, did you open the whole present? And cause there's something taped to the box. And I was like, no, I opened the side. I saw what it was and texted you because I was freaking out. And so then I opened the rest of the present. There was this laminated card like dashboard almost, and on the front it says happy anniversary. It's got like my headshot and my PlanwithLaken thing, and then it has a coil clip attached to it. And on the other side, it's got all their faces and little notes. They all wrote little notes, and she put them all on one page and with the pictures, and then printed it out and laminated it. Like, I told you I was gonna cry. So I mean, I already told them thank you a million times, and thank you will never be enough for their generosity and their friendship. And I just can't believe that I am lucky enough that these amazing women are my friends, and they are so thoughtful and caring and supportive. And I mean, I wouldn't make it through my days without talking to at least one of them, if not all of them. It's not always easy. Like, life in general is not always easy. Being on YouTube, on social media, sharing your life is not always easy. But I am so thankful to have them in my life to love me and support me through it. So I just can't. I'm still like in shock. I'm just still like, what? And I had to power through these 2 videos because I knew I did not have time to come home from work and set up my new camera and film these 2 videos and still make it to this birthday party. That started at 9. So I powered through and filmed 2 videos today on my phone, but I am so excited to play with my new toy. So with that said, this is probably the last footage you're going to be seeing that's taken on my phone, which is awesome. So exciting. So the first thing I'm gonna do today, okay, well, not the first thing. Clearly I took a shower and I cleaned up my apartment. You can't see that, but I'm gonna set up this guy. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna open it up. Maybe. Oh. So they got me like the creator kit. So it comes with more than just the camera, but here's the camera that they picked out. Actually, one of the reasons I'm the most excited about this is that I didn't even have to like do any research and pick out a camera. They picked it out for me. I have to give massive shout outs to Jen because she's definitely the one that is the YouTube expert and knew which camera to recommend. I have to give a shout out to Nina for having the original idea. So thank you so much for making this happen. So it also came with a mini tripod. So this will probably be good when I'm out like vlogging. Although I think that my current like vlog tripod can be transitioned to a camera. It came with an extra, I don't know if this is an extra SD card or just an SD card. And then is this an extra, I think it's maybe, hopefully it's an extra battery. Not like that, the box that the camera's in, I think already comes with an SD card and a battery, which all of the reviews I've ever heard about using a YouTube camera is that you should always have a backup SD card and battery. So that way when one is like full or dead, you have one ready to go. So I am so excited to start playing with this. I am hoping that it doesn't have to charge a whole lot before I can start messing with it because I want to get it set up so that I can keep going about my day and use my new camera to vlog. Holy moly, look at this guide. I mean, it's really small from a size perspective, but like it's so thick on how to use it. I have a feeling I'll probably just go to YouTube to figure out the best way to use it, like the settings to set up and whatnot. So, oh, I'm so excited to finally own a camera. Oh my God. So excited. Oh my God, look how pretty it is, y'all. Oh, I need to get a case for it so I don't drop it and screw it up, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty, y'all. I'm so excited. I'll tell you why I haven't purchased a camera yet, and I'm not telling you this to go like, please don't go tweeting at YouTube or like go on a rampage, but I made an agreement with myself almost a year ago that I would use income from YouTube to pay for the camera. So until I was monetized and I was making enough from the monetization to pay for the camera, I was gonna stick with my phone because the quality of the phone from the other side is really great. Now this, I'm doing like front facing this way, is not as great, and I know that. Like if anything, the quality of the vlogs are going to be immensely improved versus the top-down videos and like the ones where I set it up and I'm talking to the camera. Those are probably, I'm assuming they're gonna be better, but the phone camera is still really good from that side, like the back camera. So anyways, I told myself until I could use income from YouTube to pay for the camera, I was sticking with the phone. I've invested in other things, I mean, lighting and tripods and a music subscription, and there are other things that I've invested in for my channel, but a camera has not been one of them. And I know I posted a video a long time ago saying that I was going to be monetized and ads were coming. And maybe I jinxed myself, but so the new YouTube requirements that you have to have a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of hours viewed. And then they review your channel. And then once they have approved it, then you can start adding ads. So I hit those qualifications in like early October, and it says that it takes about a month to review for monetization. So I posted that video like the beginning of November. I still am under review for monetization. And I have tried so many things. I've tried to reach out to them in so many ways. I've tried tweeting at them. I've tried Instagram message. I've tried Facebook. Like I have tried every route that I can possibly think of, and I have gotten no answers. So I'm still not monetized on YouTube, which is just sort of crazy. And one of the things that I like think is even crazier is there's a YouTube studio here in New York that you can go use to film in, and you can use all their equipment, and like it's really cool apparently. All you have to have is 10,000 subscribers to go to the YouTube studio in New York. So I'm joking. I don't even know if it's a joke anymore that I'm gonna hit 10,000 subscribers before I even get monetized. And I'm gonna walk in there and be like, I'm gonna use your studio, but like, oh, by the way, you're not letting me add ads to my videos. Like, it's just crazy. So anyways, I am very thankful for friends that made this happen without waiting for YouTube. And I've already been trying really hard not to let the lack of monetization get to me, because I know that it's not like a significant enough amount of income. It's not gonna like let me quit my job kind of income. Not that I wanna quit my job, but you know what I mean? So if I'm doing it just for that small additional income, like I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. So that's why I've been trying not to really let it get to me. The camera was the only thing that I was like, oh, do I just buy it and like screw the agreement I made with myself? So I'm very thankful that now I even more so will really just forget about it. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, and like I wish YouTube would get it together and at least tell me why they're still reviewing it and what I have done wrong, but I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, rant over. Let's go back to the camera fun. So let me just try pressing on and see what happens. No, nothing happens. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, then it has a little hand strap that it comes with. And then I believe that this is the little guy that charges the battery. Okay, and then here is a battery that it came with. So I don't know, oh, I'm dropping things. I don't know if there is an SD card already in this. There is not. So it looks like the camera comes with a battery, but it does not come with an SD card. So I probably will order another one soon. I'm gonna read the instructions and see if it tells me that I need to charge the battery before I get started. Okay, I think it was really wishful thinking to think that I could just open it from the box and start setting it up. So I'm gonna let this charge and keep moving on my to-do list. I originally was gonna go to a coffee shop and get some stuff done today, but for now I'm just gonna let that charge and then start on the things I was gonna do with the coffee shop. And then, I mean, if we still have time before it's time to go to Costco, I might still go for a couple of hours, but we'll see. I have not messed with any of the settings, so I don't know what the settings are and how this looks. I mean, I can see myself in the viewfinder, which is life-changing, absolutely life-changing. I was saying this to my friends when I was thanking them. I was like, there are 3 things I'm the most excited about. The first one is not having to worry about storage on my phone. That's a huge issue. The second one is the amount of time it takes for stuff to get from my phone to my computer takes forever. Like, I'm sure there is still some waiting time to take things from the SD card to the computer, but I hope it's not near as much as my phone. And then the third is being able to see myself when I'm doing high quality video. Like I mentioned earlier, for the iPhone, I can either see myself and have the lower quality camera in the front, or I can not see myself. And it's not like I'm looking at myself, like I'm looking at the lens on the camera, but I can see where I am in the shot and whatever. It's just gonna make life so much easier. Okay, I'm testing filming top down. I didn't put it in a stand. I'm just holding it right now. I just wanted to see how the like focus works because I have it set on auto. Again, I haven't messed with any of the settings yet, but oh my God, this is so awesome, y'all. All right, so I know that there are probably a ton more settings for me to go through, but if I stayed at home with that little book, I would keep playing with it and keep going through it, and I really do need to get moving. So I'm headed out now. I'm gonna go drop off a Rent the Runway bag, and then I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and get some editing done. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time getting used to doing this on an actual camera, because I think when I do it on my phone, it's a little bit less obvious what's happening. And now that I have a camera, it's like, well, nope, this is what's happening on the street. Anyways, I think it's just funny. I've already gotten quite a few looks, but whatever. Okay, so we actually have a movie theater very close to us, and morning movies are half the price of evening movies. Movies in general have gotten really expensive, but New York and even more so. So what we like to do is we'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, and by we I mean sandwich Dunkin' Donuts, and pick up breakfast and coffee, and then I will put it in a bag. Yes, I'm sneaking food into the movies. Honestly, I don't think they care. They have never once even like remotely checked. So I'm gonna put my coffee into a cup that has a lid, and then I'm gonna wrap it in a towel just in case, and then I'll put all of our food in the bottom, and then I will put my sweatshirt over on top of the food. All right, so we went and saw Aladdin, and I loved it. Aladdin is one of my all-time favorite like classic Disney movies, and I think they did a great job. Will Smith, when he was blue, is a little bit weird. It wasn't my favorite, but he wasn't blue the whole time. I think it's my favorite live action so far, I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Disney live action has been. I will admit that I have not seen The Jungle Book because I don't do snakes, huge fear of snakes, and I'm just not about to go see a giant live action snake. It's not about to happen. Like, even my Harry Potter loving heart can't really watch a second movie, really. Okay, so now I'm headed out to run 2 errands. So we went home after the movie, relaxed for a little bit. I did a couple of things on my to-do list, and now we are headed, I'm headed back out because I'm still at home. I am gonna run 2 quick errands. The first one is to Ulta, because that shouldn't be considered an errand because it's fun, but I just need a couple of things. And then I like knew I needed a couple of things, and it either was in my head and like I knew I needed to get on the to-do list, and then I got a catalog yesterday with a coupon, and I was like, yep, it's gonna be on the list, and I went Ulta, so I'm gonna go grab a couple things there, and then I'm gonna head to Best Buy. So one of my old external hard drives like stopped working. Well, let me rephrase that. It stopped working a long time ago, and so I plugged it in, and it wouldn't show up. I plugged it in on the computer, and it wouldn't even show up. Like the computer wouldn't even register it. So at that point, I actually just went and bought another one, and I was like, forget it, like whatever. So I filled up that other one that I bought, like with a video a couple of days ago. And I was like, I really need to get the other one fixed because there's still plenty of space on it. And after some Googling, I could like reformat it or something, and then it would work, but I would lose all of the footage on there. And it's all of my like early videos. Now, do I need all that footage? No, but I remember reading or hearing from someone that said like, you don't own YouTube. Like YouTube could go away tomorrow. They could like shut down the platform. So like I need to have I need to own all the stuff that I've created. So I made an appointment with the Geek Squad, and I'm hoping that they can fix my external and save the data, but we'll find out. I don't know. Good news is they're likely going to be able to save the data. The bad news is it's not cheap. Like, and when I say likely, I mean she said 99%. She said in her 4 years on the Geek Squad, there's been one situation where they sent off an external hard drive and they weren't able to recover the data. So she's like, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to recover it. Again, the bad news is there's a flat fee just to send it off, which makes sense. I mean, you gotta pay for shipping, and then someone's gonna do an analysis to see how much it would cost to recover the data. So then they call and they say, all right, now it's gonna be X amount to recover it. So I decided, like, let's go ahead and pay the fee, let's get it shipped off, and now I need to decide what my like over under is for them to call and say, all right, we can recover it for this much. And I mean, I'm talking like hundreds of dollars, and I just don't know. I can't decide. Because again, it is like the first 5 months or so of my YouTube life. It's until October, May of last year through October of last year. That's a lot of videos, and a lot of videos that I loved, and who knows, like maybe I want that footage. So I don't know. I can't decide. So I don't know, we'll see. I really feel like though I need to tell myself a number before they call so that I'm not trying to like decide in that moment on the phone, you know. But anyway, that's the situation. So I'm headed home now, and I am going to clean my desk. I've been piling stuff on top of it all weekend, and it's a disaster. I started doing it before I left, and then, but I didn't finish it. So I'm gonna finish that, and then I might take a bubble bath. There are some other things that I wanted to do, but I decided to spread them out throughout the week. So Sam is actually headed to Philly for work the whole week, like Monday through Friday. He's gonna be gone. So I have every evening by myself. Maybe part to myself. So I decided that instead of cramming in some stuff today, I would hang out with him a little bit and do some more relaxing things or some more errandy type things, and then things like laundry or prep June's monthly layout, things like that I can do during the weekday evenings. So I really wanted to find my teal Erin Condren folio, and I knew that it was buried somewhere in a giant pile in my closet. And after I pulled out like a couple of things and I couldn't find it, I decided to just go ahead and pull out all of the things. Cleaning the bottom of my closet is on my goals list for this month, but like was definitely not planning on doing it tonight. But you know what? I'm not mad about it. Charlie really appreciates the empty space in the bottom of the closet. But right now, everything's pretty much in piles. Like over here is a combination of things that need to go to Goodwill or go to the trash or go to my desk, which is behind me. That big pile over there is stuff I want to give away. I just don't know how to do that. I don't know the best method to go about that. So TBD on that. And then there's piles over in the bedroom of stuff that needs to go over in the bedroom. Oh my gosh. The good news is I found the Erin Condren teal folio. That's positive. Also, let me show you. I have, I think it's 3 Rent the Runway bags, like extra ones that need to go back to Rent the Runway. I do have 1 item home right now, but I have 3 bags. So the next time I send it back, I'm sending all of the bags. I think for a while I kept the extra bags, like just in case I wanted to send one-off items home, but the truth is like, they just need to go. They're taking up too much space. Okay, I'm trying to see what you can see in the shot. So, funny story. I ordered a couple things on Amazon for my camera. One of them that I thought was going to be the solution to being able to mount my camera on my current mount, I was wrong. What I need is the ball on one side and the screw going out on the other side, not going in. So this is not what I need. So I'm gonna return this to Amazon, hopefully get a refund, but that was totally my fault and I freaking already opened it. So I don't know if they're gonna give it to me, but we'll find out. And then I got another SD card. I got this one a little bit bigger than the one that came with the camera. And I think what my process is gonna be that the smaller SD card is going to be my vlogging SD card. And I'm just going to put that one in when I'm planning to vlog. And then when I'm filming like actual footage that I want to use, that I'm going to upload and edit for like an actual video, I'm gonna use this SD card. We'll see how that works. And then I got an SD card reader because my computer does not have an SD card slot. So I just got this USB to SD card converter. And then I got a little case. So it just holds the camera and then it has a little pocket for an extra battery and then the little zipper on top for your extra SD cards. And so now I will feel like I can actually take my camera places and it will be nice and safe. So also, because this didn't work, I can use the phone mount to clip in my camera. So like instead of clipping in like my phone, it clamps around my phone, I'm clamped around the camera. The problem is that because it's clamped around the camera like this, right, I can't see the screen fully. I can see like the outside edges of the screen. So I don't know. We'll see. I had waited to film my plan with me till today because I thought that this piece was going to solve my problem. And it's not. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try and film my plan with me even though I won't be able to see the screen. It's going to be a little bit hard. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I have something else I want to show you that I got in the mail. And it is from Libbie and Co. And it is just one sticker sheet with a note that says, I'm releasing new material and I wanted your input. It is a vinyl that can be written on with any pen. Like literally it says any. It is not removable, but it is repositionable. Please try it out and let me know what you think. So I'm really excited to test this out. It does have like an interesting almost matte feel, but it's still vinyl. I love this rainbow sticker strip on the side here. I kind of just want to save that, but I am going to test out the stickers with some pens. I'm just trying to feel the paper first. So when I go to peel it off, first off, I'm struggling to peel it off. Okay, so it has like the same feel as like normal, like a vinyl sticker does. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of pens. So this micro perm is the only permanent one. I'm anticipating that this one is gonna be just fine because that's what I used to use on her pens. Oh, it definitely feels different while I'm writing with it though. Okay, so at first pass, nothing happens. If it smears after the first pass, then I'm gonna do a second test where I give it like 5 seconds. So, but I expected this one to work. It does feel a little bit different. It's not quite as smooth. So then my second choice pen, which is what I use on matte stickers in my planner now and what I use when I'm gonna write directly on the planner, is the Pilot G2. Oh, wow, okay. So that was after like no time's passed. So now I'm gonna give it 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's still smeared a little bit. So let's give it, we're gonna give it more time. I don't know how much time, but. Okay, we're gonna give that a second. I'm gonna try the Paper Mate Flare, which I also love. Oh, it did not smear, like after like right away. Wow, that was awesome. Holy camole, y'all. Okay, now let's try that. Okay, now the Pilot G2. There was a little bit there on the P, but if you let it dry, it'll be fine. Okay, this is the Le Pen. I don't know if that's how you say it. Okay, so after going right away, it doesn't work. Let's give it a second though. And then we'll also go in with the Micron. I'm gonna skip the green pencil because it's just too small. Wow. Okay, let's go back and do the Le Pen. I mean, if you let it dry, it's good. And then the last one we'll do is the Tulle Pen. I'm not sure how you say that. This has been my new favorite. Oh, I was gonna write my new favorite. Okay, I can tell just by looking at it that if I do this, oh, maybe not. Wow, it like looks shiny, so I thought it was gonna smear, but it did not. I am incredibly impressed with this. This paper is awesome. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I guess I understand the difference between removable and repositionable, right? There's some paper, if you watch Plan With Me's, where once you stick it down, you can't even move it around. I think what she means is that it's repositionable, like within that same planning session, you're gonna be able to move it around, but then it's not removable like later on down the road. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to play with like the actual stickers on a planner and see how that goes. But so far, so good. This is really awesome. I don't know any details about when she's switching to this paper, but this is awesome. Thanks, Felicia. So I just got done filming my Plan With Me. And while I was filming it, I realized that I didn't bring my laptop home and I'm supposed to work from home tomorrow. And even if I had a friend that was still at work that could bring it home who lives near me, it's locked and I have the key with me. So in order to work from home tomorrow, I'm gonna have to go back to my office in the morning. And basically I was filming my Plan With Me and I was about to start bragging and saying, oh, I just realized that I get an extra however much time in my day tomorrow. Wrong-o, I do not get that much time back because now you have to go to the office in the morning. So I'm gonna do it literally first thing, partially because So, okay, let me rewind a little bit. The reason I'm working from home is because they're changing something about our gas. I don't know the details, but we got this note on our door that said someone needs to be home between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Very random, and they didn't put it up there until Saturday. If they had given us more advance notice, Sam could have like rearranged his schedule and made it happen, but whatever. So I asked to work from home so I can be here. So I have to be here by 8. I doubt they come that early, but like, you never know. So I literally am gonna wake up, morning routine, read, and then at like 6:30 when I normally would do something productive, I'm gonna subway to the office and get my laptop and then turn around and come home. Womp womp. Also, remember when I said that one SD card was gonna be for videos and this one was gonna be for vlogs, and then I didn't change out the SD card before I filmed my plan with me? Yeah, me too. All right, so I want to play, we talked about these Libbie and Co stickers yesterday, and I tested all the new pens, but I want to play with the removability of them. So I'm going to take one off. Doing this with one hand is hard. I didn't feel like setting up the tripod. Oh my gosh, it got stuck on the page here. Okay, so I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to start the timer. And then we're gonna come back and check in a number of different increments. So I was messaging with Felicia, the owner of Libbie and Co, and she told me, first off, that she's not completely switching to the new paper. She's just going to add it as an option for now, so just so you know. And then she also told me that with her test, it's been about 30 seconds to a minute, it will move. After that, it doesn't really move. So we're gonna try it out. This is an Erin Condren notes page in the back of my planner. Since this is the kind of paper that I would be using the stickers on, I do think that repositionableness of stickers, is that a word, varies with the paper. So just because this is how it works on Erin Condren paper, it may or may not work the same on a different type of planner. So just be aware of that. So we're gonna stick it down, press it in, and start. Okay, I'm letting it go to a minute. When it hits a minute, we're gonna stop it. Yeah, I mean, it comes off pretty easily. Like, it wasn't like vinyl stickers, I feel like true vinyl stickers that come off really easily, but it was, I mean, it moved. So now we're gonna put it back down somewhere else, and I'm gonna leave it for 5 minutes. All right, we're almost at 5 minutes. See how removable it is. It is hard to do with one hand too, though. Okay. Okay, it pulled up a little bit of the paper. I don't know if my camera is going to focus on that. Hello? I don't know how to get this. Hold on. Okay. Can you see that? It pulled up a little bit of the paper, but I'm still able to move it with relative ease. All right, let's stop destroying this one. I'm gonna put this guy back over here. Okay, I'm gonna get a new sticker, and I'm actually gonna give it 15 minutes. I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because one of my goals on my power sheets this month is to use a tip from my productivity bootcamp, and the tip that I'm applying this week is setting timers. So I'm gonna set a 15-minute timer. I'm gonna clean up as much as I can in my apartment. My apartment is in pretty good shape. Like, there's some dishes, and we'll see. We'll see how much I can get done in 15 minutes. And it's gonna be my timer to test the sticker for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna pick a whole new spot on the page and go set my timer. Okay, it has now been 15 minutes. I'm gonna see what happens here. Okay, I mean, I could still get it off, but it definitely rips the paper. But like, there's sticker paper that I've used in Plan With Me's that after 30 seconds, I can't even get it off. Like, ripping the paper or not, like, it's not coming off. So I'm pretty impressed. I'm tempted to do one more test and leave it for like an hour and just see what happens. There's a kitty tail in my shot. Hey, kitty, do you want to be part of the vlog? Oh, so cute kitty. I mean, we might as well, right? So let's take a new sticker, find a new spot on the page that I didn't mess up, and we'll give it an hour. Okay, it's been 1 hour. Let's see how this baby comes off. I mean, honestly, it's kind of the same as the 15-minute one that we did. Like, it ruined the paper the same amount. Now, the truth is, let me tell you, the sticker is not ruined after an hour. Like, I could totally, there's a little bit of paper on there. You can see that, but for the most part, like, I can totally reuse the sticker. Now, let me see if I can zoom in and focus on it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. The paper's definitely messed up. Like, where it pulled off the paper. But if you're gonna cover it up with another sticker, then it's not that big of a deal. So anyways, good to know. I'm really excited about this new paper from Libbie and Co. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I am off to work. Yesterday was pretty uneventful. Well, minus the fact, if you saw my plan with me, I had to go to work in the morning to get my laptop, and then I worked from home because the Con Ed guys had to come do something. I don't even know what, but it all worked out. It was fine. I have such a love-hate relationship with working from home. Honestly, I love being able to stay in my sweatpants. I love not having to commute. Like, it just saves me so much time and so much energy and so much money. But I do miss my 2 monitors, and I miss some human interaction, let's be honest. Especially with Sam being out of town. I literally talked to humans in person yesterday, which was kind of unfortunate. But anyways, so I'm headed to work today, and I wanted to tell you about an idea. Idea may not be the right word. Well, it is an idea. It's a feature that I wish YouTube had. So yesterday I was chatting with somebody, and I decided that I'm finally just going to do it. I'm going to film a morning routine video. I have been meaning to do it for a long time, pretty much the whole year, ever since I sort of established a morning routine for myself. But there were a couple things holding me back. The first one was Sam. Like, with Sam in town, it's not necessarily just something I want to do, because it's just, it would be easier if he was not there. The second one is, it's just kind of a lot of work. Like, to be honest with you, the like setting up and moving of the camera during all the things they do in the morning, that sounds like more work than actually just like doing my morning routine. But now that I have a camera, and since Sam's out of town, I thought this is the perfect week. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I've had a lot of requests for it, like, I'm gonna do it. So I wanted to go to YouTube to get some inspiration. Like, when you're gonna do a video that's been done on YouTube before, like, very normal to go get inspiration from other videos. So I went to YouTube and I searched morning routine, and don't get me wrong, tons and tons of responses. Some videos with lots and lots of views. But what I really wanted were results of people that I'm subscribed to. What I wanted to do was just search like the past videos of the people that I'm subscribed to. Now, I know I can go do them each individually. I know that. But I don't want to do that. I want to be able to just mass search the video history of everybody I'm subscribed to see any morning routines that they've done. Like, why is that not an option? Why can't I search within my subscription? So anyways, let me know if that's something that you feel like you would use as well. I might submit it to YouTube, who knows? I don't feel like they ever listen to me anyway, so it probably won't get us anywhere, but just something I was thinking about yesterday. Well, tonight was supposed to be my phone-free evening. One of my goals for this month is to do 1 phone-free night a week, where from the time that I get home from work until I go to bed, and then essentially until tomorrow, I don't look at my phone. And there was a bunch of other things I was gonna do while I was not looking at my phone. And then as I was like getting off of the subway to come home, I got the notification that we were allowed to post the seasonal surprise box insides, the unboxings and Instagram posts and whatever. So I shared that, and then of course I stayed on my phone and I responded to comments and I interacted, and I mean, as soon as I post things, I like to be there at least for the first part of it. That's why I usually post videos at noon, because then when I'm on my lunch break, I can respond to comments within like the first part of posting it. There's a kitty too. So now quite a bit of time has passed. I've literally been sitting on my couch, on my phone, half on my phone, half on my computer, but on social media, which was the whole point. It was not necessarily not being on my phone, it was not being on social media for an evening. So anyways, that kind of went away. And because it's already Thursday, I could try and do it like tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm hanging out with a friend, and so I would be off my phone anyway. Like, I don't feel like that counts. And I mean, I could try and do it Saturday or Sunday, but that wasn't the concept. The concept of the goal was for it to be a weekday evening where I'm by myself when I come home from work, and I stay off social media for the evening by myself or with Sam, but not like a weekend evenings. So likely I'm just not gonna get the check this week. That's what I get for saving it until Thursday, and then something coming up. But the truth is, stuff doesn't pop up like this all the time. Like normally I can control when I post things and it wouldn't have happened. This was just sort of an anomaly. So anyways, that's the update on that. I have one other update for you that I'm really excited to share, and then I need your input on it. So I've mentioned it before, but Sam does financial planning and he runs his practice through New York Life, which is the company that I also work for. But regardless, one of the things they do for their advisors is an incentive trip. Actually, there's three. There's 3 incentive trips a year. You can't go on all of them, but you can qualify for one of the 3. And the location changes every year. Last year, he qualified for the first time, actually within his first year. So we started working with New York Life 2 years ago, like June, 2 summers ago. And the council year, so it's called council. So the sales year to hit the incentive trips is July 1st through June 30th of the following year. So the first year that he could qualify was basically like his first full year. He had really just started working there. And so when he qualified, like that was really awesome. Like to qualify your first year is a pretty big deal. It's not easy to hit. And that was when we went to Orlando. If you saw that trip, I didn't necessarily vlog the whole trip. I mean, I posted on Instagram. I vlogged our day at Disney and we went to all 4 Disney parks, and then I shared other pieces of the trip. I got to go to see the Kit Life store, which was really cool, but the trip was amazing, and the company, they do it right. So this year, I mean, he was pretty sure he was gonna hit it again. He was like, I hit it once, I know what I need to do to hit it again. And at first it was, okay, is he gonna hit the first level or the second level? And to be honest, I was a little bit selfish because the first level was a city that I would have, that I wanted to go to more rather than the second level. But of course he was like, no, I wanna hit the second level. And the second level is more extravagant, I guess is the word I would use. Somebody told me this last year. I don't know how true it is or not, but somebody told me last year that the budget for all 3 trips is the same. The difference is the number of attendees. And so the like per person spend just is different. So the hotels get nicer, the dinners get better, etc. Whatever, who knows how true that is. Regardless, him hitting the second tier would have been really awesome because it would have been a cool experience, although I was really excited about the first tier city. So I feel like this is really confusing. So the first tier is Seattle, and I don't know how many people qualify. They said that there were, I think, it's gonna sound like a big number, that there were 5,000 people in Orlando last year, but that included family and home office, like corporate office staff that comes to present and support the event. So, and like pretty much everybody brings at least one guest, and a lot of people, especially to Orlando, brought like all kinds of kids, and there were lots of people there from the home office. If I had to guess, I would say there was probably 2,000, give or take, advisors that qualified to Orlando that like typically qualify for first tier, but I could be totally off. I don't know what the numbers are. And then the next tier for this year was Quebec City in Quebec. And that one, I don't know how many people qualify for. I have no frame of reference. And then the top tier, I think, is just like the top 250, and that's it. Like that, it's not based on like a sales number that as long as you hit it, you get to go. It's just like the top 250. And that one was in Rome. So they only do international every other year. And it's usually, and the highest tier is like always international every other year. The second tier kind of depends on whether it's international or domestic every other year. And then the first one is always domestic. So like, but last year when they were all domestic, it was Orlando, some other Florida city, like Marco Island, I think, was the second one. And then I want to say Scottsdale was the top one, I think, something like that. But of course, again, they're staying at like the nicest hotel in Scottsdale. Anyways, that was probably way more information than you cared to get. The point of this story was today Sam qualified for Seattle, for us to go on the company trip to Seattle, and I'm so proud of him. He worked his freaking tail off to get there. I know he works hard, and I know that he deserves this. So I'm so proud of him, and I'm also really excited to go to Seattle. So there's a couple questions I've got for you related to this, okay? So just be prepared. Do you have any recommendations for what to do in Seattle? I will have some personal alone downtime while he is at sessions, and then we will both have some downtime together. So any Seattle recommendations, throw them at us. The second question is we are planning to spend the rest, so it ends on a Thursday. So we're planning to spend the rest of that following weekend in some city. Originally it was gonna be Portland, and then he was chatting with somebody who kind of was like, no, I really think you should do Vancouver. I originally vetoed Vancouver because I really love to ski. You probably can't tell from social media that that's true because I haven't been in a couple of years now because my family stopped going for spring break. But anyways, I do love to ski. And so I've always wanted to go to Vancouver to ski Whistler. And so even if we do choose Vancouver, which I'm still open to, I would not consider Vancouver checked off of my list because I still would want to go to ski. So anyways, let me know what your vote is between spending the weekend in Vancouver or spending it in Portland, and then whatever way you vote, any recommendations in either of those cities would also be greatly appreciated. And we should hopefully be picking soon because I'd like to get my flight booked. His flight's covered by the company, mine is not, so I would like to get my flight booked while it's still like it's pretty cheap. Actually, the flights are pretty cheap right now. I think it's gonna be cheaper than when I flew to Orlando, but regardless, I am so excited and I can't wait to explore. I've never been to the Pacific Northwest, and I know that we're gonna have a good time. Hello, happy Friday, we made it. I mentioned this in my plan with me, but my college roommate, who actually lives out in LA, is in town for work this week, and she is staying through the weekend, and so we are headed out tonight. And I say out tonight, it is 5:25. Like, we are starting early. I'm not saying that we're not gonna hit a lot of places and we're not gonna have a couple drinks, but we're definitely starting early. So I am taking her to that awesome cocktail bar. I've shown it in a number of vlogs. I first showed it with my mom. It is one of my favorite bars in the city. It did not make it into that video I did about my New York City recommendations because I hadn't gone yet. It's just such a cool place, and I especially like taking people that I know because all of the drinks are based off of the neighborhood that I live in. The only neighborhood I've ever lived in New York City. I've only ever lived in the Upper East Side, and all the drinks are named after stuff from up here. So I get to like explain that kind of stuff, and it's super fun. I mean, the drinks are crazy, but they're worth it and they're so delicious. So I'm gonna go meet up with her, and who knows where the rest of the night will take us. We'll probably gotta get food at some point. And then I also really wanna take her to my favorite piano bar while we're up here in this neighborhood. I think that she loves music. She works in the music industry, so I think she would love that bar too.
But there she goes, that girl is so peculiar. I wonder if she's feeling well. With a dreamy far up look and her nose stuck in a book, what a puzzle to the rest of us as well. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure by here? Take it, Liz, girl. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to the land, 525,700 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? Look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I want more to soul. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing.
Okay, I think, make sure I'm not chopping my head off here. so awesome that I can just look at the viewfinder, figure that out. I may not include any of this in the vlog, we'll see. I'm just having fun playing around. I am going to, what am I gonna do? All right, my arm still gets tired even with the camera. That doesn't change. I don't know why I thought it would, but just FYI. During the evening weeks, during the week evenings. What? Why is it so zoomed in on my face? How do I undo that? Whoa. Oh, come back here, timer. Where'd you go? So I'm gonna set a 15-minute timer. Okay, it has now been 15 minutes and there's something on my hand. The second one is, it's just a lot of, my hair is in my face. I would not count, I would, how do I say this?